here for our weekly field hockey press conference with head coach Iñako Puzo and seniors Gigi Pritchard and Carla Romagosa. Today's questions are provided by Emily from the Miami Student. Coach, in the Central Michigan game, what was the difference between the two halves that made the second half more offensive?
I don't think we make big adjustments. We knew that it was a game that we have to play for the entire game. We knew that the game plan from the beginning was like to accelerate the tempo of the game, to play our tempo, and to be sure that we didn't want to get affected by the scoreboard. So, we finished 6-0, but the idea was to play the last minute like still 0-0.
With this first MAC win of the season, are you more confident in your team going forward?
I have always been confident with my team. I think we have a lot of talent. I think the kids has a great attitude and they really want it. They want to keep playing and keep playing good. And our fitness level is great. We're lucky, we have everybody available for the games, and that's what we keep trying to do.
Gigi and Carla, what is the team taking away from this weekend?
I would like to say we're taking a lot of momentum and confidence. We've been really trying to work hard of not having any dips in our play, so I think now that we know that our fitness and our skill level can take us very far, that we're very confident.
All right. How does it feel to get your first MAC win of the season, Carla?
It feels great, just starting the MAC one up, and I think it gives us a lot of confidence coming forward, because we see our offense is working, we're scoring, and just like coming up to the next MAC games, they are really tough teams to play, like the one we played, but we know we can get there, we can score, and I think this game just gave us confidence for the next games.
Right. This is for either of you. Since you guys capitalized on penalty corners in both games, how do you stay disciplined in your own end to take advantage of that?
Well, I know in defensive corners we've been trying hard to keep a very tight unit, and everyone's just been doing their job, and we've been getting the ball out.
And then how about offensive corners, your success in scoring on them?
We've been working a lot with offense, and the past weeks, I feel like we've been working harder and harder, and it just paid off. We were more composed, and I think that's the reason why we were able to put that ball in the net.
Coach, how do you encourage the team to change their mindset to turn around in 24 hours and play Michigan State after the win against Central? And what were the keys to success in that win?
It was two completely different games in terms of the game plan. I think that this team is a very competitive team. We have a very competitive team, and I was confident that our players are going to be up to the challenge. Again, the first game against Central Michigan is a MAC game. You probably in these games you don't need to push them too much. They know what is on the line. They know that they have to play hard. They know how difficult it is to play at Central Michigan against Central Michigan. So we went out and we accelerated the game from the beginning. Going into the second game of the weekend against Michigan State with a little bit less than 24 hours between the two games, it was again like, okay, it's a different challenge, a different kind of challenge. Now the game plan is also different, and we just have to have the mentality that every game is important, that every game that we play, that Miami plays, always plays to win, and always trying to be loyal to our style of game, and that's the way we did it. As I say before, I think the game plan was good against Michigan State, but the execution of the game plan was even better than the game plan per se. I mean, the team was able to read the game. The team was able to pick up the pace. The team was able to handle to manage the different times of the game and handle the speed of the ball. So it was an outstanding performance.
All right, finally moving on to this next week's similar type of schedule. You start with a MAC game, got to take the long trip to Missouri State for a game on Friday, and then you come home and have a non-conference game against Indiana on Sunday. Can you talk a little bit about those two opponents?
Yeah, I mean the key is to focus one game at a time. Right now, we have to focus on Missouri State, and then after that we'll have 36 hours to reload and be ready to play at home here against Indiana. But right now, the way that we have to approach it is that the important game right now is our next game. Our next game is Missouri State. We came back here. We arrived from Michigan State late night on Saturday. We had a practice yesterday. They lift, they run. Today is off, and the next 3 days prior to our long trip to Missouri State, I mean, it's important to get everybody ready mentally and physically, and make the adjustments, the small adjustments that we always make against any team, to be sure that we can get the best of our skills and the best of our players.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Gigi, and thank you, Carla.
Thank you.
Thank you.